This episode of Comedy Bang Bang is brought to you by Audible, the leading provider of audio content on the internet. With Audible, you can enjoy books freely wherever you'd like and doing whatever you'd like. Download a free audiobook and a 30-day free trial by visiting audible.com/bangbang today. That's audible.com/BANG. One of my oldest friends, Andy Kindler, comedian extraordinaire, a comedian's comedian, they call him. He is here for the entire program, plus a very special guest. Academy Award-winning actress Gwyneth Paltrow is on the show this week. All of that, plus music from Loudon Wainwright III. You are going to love these songs that he is about to play. All of that and more, all on today's...
Comedy bang bang, 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 comedy bang bang.
When your dog dies on a Monday morning, there aren't many other places you can take him. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang.
That hurt. That one hurt.
That one hurt. Thanks for that catchphrase, Leland Rodriguez. Appreciate that. If you have a catchphrase, go ahead on over and you know what to do. Hey, welcome to the show. I'm Scott Aukerman, and welcome to Comedy Bang Bang. It's another week, another fine Monday. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much if you've been watching the TV show and you found us from the TV show. You wondered, hey, what is Comedy Bang Bang? And you entered it in, I don't know, Intelligent Tunes or some other portal.
A browser of some type. Hey, you know what to do, I think should be the catchphrase. You know what to do.
You know what to do. If you went to computer.com and then just entered it and found your way over here, thanks so much. Been having a great time on the TV show. This last week was Michael Cera and Paul F. Tompkins' Cake Boss. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your kind words and having fun doing it. Please watch it every Friday. And if you are new to the show and have come to it from the TV show, basically what we do here is I talk to wonderful people. And we have three of them here today, and we chat. It's a little more long form. It's not like the TV show in the sense of we do more bits on the TV show. This is just more of a chat show where I just talk to celebrities. And we have a great show today. A little later, Gwyneth Paltrow will be here, which is really exciting for me. I'm a big fan of her husband and maybe one or two of her roles. And also, we'll be talking here in a second to Loudon Wainwright III. But I want to introduce my main man.
Yes. Also available for any kind of sidekick work.
And my sidekick for the show.
I didn't know if I was going to jump in so many times. I was going to Robin Williams you right from the beginning.
Andy Kindler is here. How are you, Andy?
Very well. Very well. Okay, that's not anything. I should never chime in with anything that's straight, right? Just go right to the jokes?
Very well.
Very well.
That's kind of funny.
I brought a lot of bits. Well, it doesn't matter whether it's funny or not. It's the way I say it.
It's your cadence.
Funny people say funny things.
Yes.
Funny things. Funny people say things.
You are a true cadence comedian, where nothing you say really ever makes sense.
Right. I'm like Erwin Corey, if that's still a reference. I'm like Edwin Newman. I'm grammatically correct.
See, neither of those are references anymore. Whoever remembered them, the last living person to remember them is passed on.
Arlene Francis? How about her?
Arlene Francis.
We were talking about Arlene
I knew he would
Francis
remember.
right before the program. Let me introduce the person who just chimed in as well. Andy, you're with me all
I'm not going anywhere.
Show.
I'm
Great.
here emotionally and psychologically.
It is my great pleasure to welcome to the show Mr. Loudon Wainwright III. How are you?
I'm
sir?
good. I'm good. I'm the oldest one in this room, and I'm fine.
And you're fine with that, really?
Yeah, I am.
I'd be raising a ruckus if I was the oldest person in a room.
No, I have...
You're okay
How do
with
you know
it?
you're older than me? How do you know you're older than me?
I just
Because
think
now we
I
start
am.
to do it, and then it's just as depressing for all the youngsters. Why would I listen to anyone over 40?
Andy, until you just said that, no one knew that you were over 40.
Really?
This is a podcast. They knew you were incredibly Jewish, but they had no idea that you were over 40.
Yeah, just put incredibly Jewish.
Other than from your references as well.
Well, it's on my Wikipedia page, unfortunately.
Mr. Wainwright, thank you so much for joining us today. You were we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. You were scheduled to be here a couple of weeks ago, but there was a minor snafu. But I'm so
I screwed up. I fucked up.
No, no problem.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Why do you
about
make the
that.
guests feel bad right off
I
the
didn't
top
mean to do that,
by
but
making them feel guilty?
Andy, I felt like I needed to address it because
Yeah.
On that show 2 weeks ago, we mentioned that we thought you might be coming.
Really? Yeah.
But then we got word in the middle of the show. So I just wanted to address it and move on.
I'm so old that I forgot I was supposed to be here. I literally did. And they said, hey, you're supposed to be at the Comedy Bang Bang. And I was on my way somewhere else, and I missed it.
But what's fantastic about this is you were a man of your word. You said, I want to make this right. Yeah. How do I make this right? You called me up, and you were pleading with me. How do I make this right?
Yeah, and you said you have to come and do it on another day.
Wow.
It was pretty easy.
You upped the ante, Scott, is what you did.
So we're going to be hearing songs from you the entire hour, which is our great pleasure to do so. And a lot of these, I'm assuming, would be songs from your new record. You have a new record called Older Than My Old Man Now?
Older Than My Old Man Now.
Right. Which just came out...
Came out in April.
April.
So it's kind of newish.
Fantastic record. It's what does the title sort of refer to?
Well, the actual fact that I've outlived my father. He died at 63, and people are gonna now know how old I am. So when I turned 64, I thought, there's an album concept, and most of the songs are about death and decay.
Fantastic.
It's my favorite topic.
We'll be hearing some of those on
did
this comedy
the executive
program.
say to you, look, I love what you're doing. Can you take out the death and decay and add vim and vigor?
So this just came out, and you're one of America's great songwriters. Let's tell people a little bit about you. You've been a singer-songwriter for, according to the title of your box set, 40. Your box set is 40 odd years, so about 40 years, over 40 years now. And that's a great box set, by the way, if anyone wants to get it. It spans your entire career, from beginning to before this new record.
Yeah. From the beginning to almost the end, I would have to say, if you did some math. Yeah, no, it's
going to be one of those box sets that excludes your last couple of records. Is what you think?
Yeah. It's good. It's good. There's a DVD on it too,
right?
And so you can see me when I was really young and hot.
Also, you can get a senior discount on your own CD.
Do they give senior discounts at record stores?
They don't. I don't think so.
And Judd Apatow does the intro in it, I know. And how do you know Judd? A lot of people who listen to this show are big comedy fans, and
I should hope so.
they would know you as an actor as well, from especially I think from the show Undeclared. Yeah. In which you played the lead character's father.
I remember that now.
Father, the guy who showed up at the kids' college.
You were always hanging out at the college.
Right.
Because you just underwent a divorce, and you were kind of searching to find yourself, and so you found yourself hanging out with college kids every week.
Yeah, that was the concept. It's based actually on Judd's father.
Really?
He told me. I mean, I don't know that his father actually did that, but that some of the dysfunctional aspects of the character come from his dad.
Right.
He grew up in Long Island, and he saw me performing on the. You remember the first incarnation of the David Letterman show was
the morning show?
The morning show.
Right.
And I was the first. The original concept was I was the sidekick musical guests. So the whole first week I was on that show, and then they thought this isn't working. So they got Paul Schaefer and made people stay up late. But that's Judd saw that show when he was about 14, and he thought I was funny and liked it, and so he became a fan of mine, and would go into New York and see me play at the Bottom Line and various other places. And then when he got to powerful, he had this show called Undeclared, and I had never seen, and he had done Freaks and Geeks before,
right,
which I hadn't seen. I've never seen Mad Men, and I had never seen. We
were talking about Mad Men before the show.
Yeah. But I hadn't seen Freaks and Geeks. Anyway, so he said, they said, would you be interested in reading for this role of the father? And then I watched Freaks and Geeks and realized how great that was. So I said, yeah. And we did Undeclared, which was canceled before we finished the whole season.
Right.
But it was great, and then
it's a classic show now. I know IFC has been running it, and I've been catching up on it. I watched it all when it was out there, but people can get it on DVD as well, and it really is a great show, and you're so funny on it.
Thank you.
Jarek Grody's on it.
Jarek Grody, yes, friend of mine.
Very funny. And I just make sure that people don't think that you were the cause of the morning show being canceled. It was canceled. The whole show was canceled after a couple of weeks, right?
I think so.
Yeah, because they moved Letterman to.
It just wasn't working as a morning show. It was too early.
What they consider, I went to the show in the morning, and I tried to be funny, and they came up to me and said, "We did studies, and we found out people don't like to laugh in the morning." So they do have an image of what they think the morning is, and probably it wasn't David Letterman.
People's mornings must be terrible.
No, I can't laugh until I've had a cup of coffee and read the paper. Until
after my lunch.
Yeah.
You're doing some live dates around the country as well, and this new album is fantastic. It's really interesting and poignant, as well as funny. That's the other thing that you're a really clever and insightful lyricist, and you have lyrics that are both funny and poignant. And so, I think comedy fans who
like poignancy.
Yeah,
boy,
that's
stuff.
A narrow focus right there. Yeah. Are you a comedy fan? Do you like poignancy?
The album has a lot of guests on it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, including all my four of my kids are on it.
Oh, great!
My 4 children are on it.
And your 4 children are all musicians, and
3 of them are.
3 of them are.
The youngest is a college student.
Oh, okay.
But she could be a musician too.
And your children are Rufus Wainwright,
Martha Wainwright, and my daughter Lucy, who's a singer.
Right.
And then we have Ramblin' Jack Elliott. Do we know who that is?
I do, yes.
My great hero, Ramblin' Jack Elliott, a great singer called Chris Smithers on it. Suzy Roach is on it. And Dame Edna Average, Barry Humphries is on it.
Oh.
We do a song called I Remember Sex.
As Dame Edna?
As Dame Edna.
Oh, interesting.
And that is hilarious.
Did not need to dress up though that day, right?
Yeah, but I asked him to. So it would be
I always
organic.
appreciate it when the people dress up as the thing. Tony Clifton came last week as Tony Clifton. It was.
I'd be so frightened that something would happen.
Yeah, I was.
Like the board would go out the window.
I was, but nothing happened.
Wow.
It was fun. So, Mr. Wainwright, you're going to be playing some songs for us all the entire program. I really appreciate it. It's great to have you here. And people should go out and what's the title of the record again?
Older Than My Old Man Now.
Older Than My Old Man Now, available. Just go to computer.com, I would imagine, and look it up there.
Yeah.
If you're going to find out where to get it, if you're going to Bing it, just please use Google. That's because Google's one of our sponsors. So if you're going to Bing something...
If you're going to Bing it?
Yeah, meaning look something up online.
Nobody Bings it.
Yeah, they did.
No,
I hope they use Google
They
when
just
they do.
closed Bing.
All right, thank you so much. We'll be hearing some songs from you a little later.
Thank you.
Andy, I turn my attention to you, sir.
Wow, I can't even believe it. Do you think that I was too much all over that interview?
Well, that's what a good co-host does, is he backs me up and asks the salient questions.
If I knew what that word meant, believe me, I would have a salient point in return. Now, look, I want to say something right now.
Yeah, okay, say something to me.
Okay, because I have this little voice inside my head.
Okay.
The last how many years I've been alive, I forget that. Saying, "What am I doing? Okay? What am I doing?" It's a Mark Maron. Am I okay? Are we okay?
Are we good?
Are we good?
No
so,
good.
I want you to maybe cure me of that. I've got to get out of that now.
Yes, you have to, because
How was that remark about it? Was that good?
I love your famous catchphrase, by the way. A lot of people don't know it. Your comedy catchphrase. No good?
No good?
Give us an example of when that's used.
Oh, okay. So that's my opening joke. No good? No good?
No.
No good? Yeah. Actually, my catchphrase for many years was, "That's not my coffee, Eileen." I don't think so. I'll try the tea.
A lot of tea-based humor in your
Oh, no. That's my problem is I can never switch the second example. Mm-hmm. My friend Josh Weinstein pointed out that I have a joke about when I do that DJ voice about the DJs, the 70 DJs who never were funny, but they had the rhythm of comedian.
You say it when I do that joke as if we're all
everyone
supposed to
knows. Scott, everybody knows. Right now, everyone's like, yes.
Maybe give us a little...
No, the joke is that DJs in the 70s, they always... I've done this a million times. They sound like comedians, but they never had jokes. So
Right.
It was like, that was Aerosmith. Janie's got a gun. Watch out, everybody. Janie's walking around with some kind of a firearm. And then I would do a second example, which was, hey, that was Aerosmith. Dude looks like a lady. Watch out, fellas. There's a dude walking around. Might have some kind of a dress on. And Josh points out I'm the only comedian in the world who wouldn't change the second example to a different band. Why? I'm already in the
Aerosmith zone.
Yes, it's too much exertion to think of something else. I'm too busy not working on my material.
Too busy moving on mentally to
the next thing. That will also be an incomplete thought.
Andy, it's been a while since you've been on the show. I've been trying to get you back here forever.
It's been very hard. I'm so busy, Scott.
I know.
So busy because I do a lot of work now with the recurring character Hall of Fame because that's where I'm going to end up when I retire, and so we're adding wings on now to the Hall of Fame.
Your career took off.
And then went down. What's it called when it goes down? It takes up. Is it crashing?
I don't know.
That was an uncomfortable laugh from Scott. That was like a little too close to the bone. A little too close to the bone.
Come on,
by the way, I just
don't
want to
let
say,
me see you sweat.
I am much younger than Loudon Wainwright the third.
Yeah, no,
it is the third, right?
It is the third. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, today's the third. This is the kind of banter that people love with us.
Oh dear.
Oh boy, I'm feverish. Can I lie down?
I feel that crashing again.
Can I lie down on your crotch?
I don't think I've ever heard you.
That's how I picked up my wife.
For what?
Yeah, the first date with Susan, I said, I'm tired. May I lie down on your crotch?
Now you carry a microphone around you so that you can cover it for your punchlines, right?
Yes.
On your crotch.
I still have a Mr. Microphone. Is that a reference?
I think it is a reference,
Damn it. But I carry it around.
Let's get the referencee in here.
You did when you first started, a lot of the sound effects comedy.
Oh, I loved
it. With the guy in the drive-thru.
Can I take your order, please?
And when you went on the plane, when you flew the plane later that day, what would the pilot sound like?
Oh, we're putting we're just gonna go right over here on the left side.
I'm instantly laughing. I don't even care what it is. All I hear is
and it's
and why is it that way they can't? Does it make you feel safe when you're on a plane? Well, two things bother me when I'm on a plane. A lot of comics won't do airplane humor.
No, they're afraid of it.
They're afraid of it.
You.
They're afraid of it because it's so divisive. When you're on a plane, do we really need to have the no smoking signs? Is there anybody?
Anyone who doesn't get it at this point?
Sure, why don't they have no campfires? No hunting, no diving. No, does it make you feel no diving?
That's pretty good.
Does it make you feel? Oh, one of them was pretty good. Does it make you feel good that the guy on the intercom still sounds terrible? What couldn't that be improved by this point?
There's got to be some way to, like some sort of satellite hookup.
Yeah, or anything that would be at this point that would be a clear way to broadcast a voice.
Well, maybe they don't need to address that issue. The airlines are in trouble. And
what are you? The district attorney? What are you now? What's it called when you're the other way? What are you?
The prosecutor? The district
no, the
attorney?
voices, the defamation. No, I hate to play devil's advocate.
Devil's advocate.
I went to a district attorney because I remembered the D and the A. But,
no, you just got to remember Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino.
Really?
Yeah, Devil's Advocate. Great movie.
I never
Classic
saw that movie.
Probably Al Pacino's best.
Oh, Hoo-Ahh! Is he doing Hoo-Ahh on that?
He did Hoo-Ahh several times in that.
Is that really a good one, Devil's Advocate?
Yeah, it's great. He did Son of a Woman where he did Hoo-Ahh, and then it became a famous catchphrase, so he would just pepper it in to other movies.
And then, cut to, he's Adam Sandler's girlfriend in The Lazy Man. I can't make fun of that, though. I can't make fun of anything.
No, please don't.
No, I don't make fun of comedians anymore. No. Although I'm very happy, Scott. Have you been watching The Newsroom?
I have. I watched it the other day. Yeah.
I watched the first episode. I was very happy that now when you refer to someone as being Leno, we all agree that means...
and you were at the front of that
I was an early adopter to say that when somebody said, oh, you're going to Leno it now, that means that you would do anything to win, include selling your soul, and that you appeal to the lowest common denominator.
For a long time, since 1993, I think, you were out there leading the charge and just saying, come on.
Well, because
I don't know that I agree with it, but I want to hear your point of view.
I know you don't, because you think that Leno's going to be on Bang Bang one day.
He might.
Yeah, I heard you guys are doing something here.
That's what I
are these characters?
Guys, just write jokes. Just write jokes. That's
Just fax them over to me. Just fax them over to me. $10 a pop.
No, I was way back. See, because I think that Leno is a classic tragedy character, like in the old Greek.
Like Oedipus or like King Lear.
You don't have to give example. I think people know.
Like Aerosmith or like Aerosmith.
Speaking of Aerosmith, thank you for leading me into my Aerosmith bit.
Okay.
I was reading in like a thing, like a Vegas thing.
Like a thing?
Right, yeah. Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp. Mm-hmm. And Steven Tyler, you get to meet Steven Tyler.
Sure.
So the first part of the fantasy is you have to pretend it's 1979 and you're excited that Steven Tyler is there.
Good chunk.
And then my bit that I have, how about Rock and Roll Reality Camp?
Uh-huh.
You get there, you break up with the bass player. Half the members are on coke, and then everyone illegally downloads your music. Rock and Roll Reality Camp.
I enjoy being here during the creation of this bit because this is obviously not a polished bit at all.
Absolutely, this is the
way
thing.
You stumbled during it.
It's so clearly this is the way the audience reacts to every single one of my bits, which never does develop to the nailed it stage. But that's exactly what it's like. Oh, he's fumbling around. Hopefully, the premise will be slightly funnier.
I think the next time we see him, this will be good.
I never work on them. I drop them if they. I figure, well, it was gold. People didn't get it.
First of all, Vegas thing.
I can't remember where I read it, but do I have to say where I read it? Should I do what you always do, like in your act?
Over-explaining?
You pretend it just happened. Oh, I was just on the way to the bank today, and have you noticed the ATMs?
Mavis wants me to go to the bank. I can't help it.
Hey, Mavis, look, I don't understand why they were so upset at me. I just, yeah.
Andy, people would know
that was a laugh like you were sick of me. All right, I'm sorry. People would know me.
Disparaging. People would know you recently. Your most recent credit
is
Last Comic Standing? I don't know. What do people know you from?
What has happened to you? What kind of a host does that? Andy, where would people recognize you? What's your most recent credit? Evening at the Improv? What do you got?
What do you got?
The bicentennial celebration? Dick Clark's bicentennial celebration? Where would people most know you from? Maybe just they don't know you. Maybe they know you in your regular life. If you're a family member, do they know you that way? Are you kidding me? I am so. My schedule is stocked with.
What do you got?
I was a recurring character on the Wizards of Waverly Place.
Wizards of Waverly
Place, and the kids enjoy me when they see me. You're from that show. Yes, I am.
So the kids would know you from that. The adults would know you from Everybody Loves Raymond.
I've also appeared on the David Letterman program.
Yes, and you're a regular on that. Which
I'm very defensive now. Wait, I'm a voice on Bob's Burgers, Scott.
Oh,
have we? No
have we
shame.
Sunk so far. You went the other way.
Yeah. Do you have no shame? Why can't I remember my current credit? Because you got me all flustered that I have nothing going on.
So
clubs and colleges. Please mention clubs and colleges.
Clubs and colleges, of course. What character do you do on Bob's Burgers?
Do you listen to the show or watch the show?
I just listen to it. I hate animation, but I love the voices. I wish they would just film it. Your heart. Are you all right?
No, I hyperventilate sometimes because I can't stop with the drugs. No, that's a Ed Krasnick impression of Jerry Lewis. Now look, what was the question again?
I don't know.
No, something about
Bob's Burgers. Who do you play?
Oh, Mort, the mortician.
He
runs the mortuary next door to the burger place.
And his name is Mort.
His name is Mort.
Has anyone pointed that out to him?
Isn't there a way of you of asking me without pretending as if or acting as if you've never heard? You have watched the show, correct?
I have watched the show. In fact, Cool-Up will be
I'm a recurring character. You have to watch 13 episodes to catch me on 6.
No thanks. So...
This is your new in-your-face character, right?
I love it, yeah.
Tell me why I should be excited about your career. Tell me.
I've decided to segue into a shocking disc jockey.
Okay.
Type personality. A shocking disc
like
jockey.
That.
Yes.
You're like Imus without the racism.
No, I'll throw some of that in.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, what do the blacks want now? I'll write some premises for you.
Come on.
That's not good?
I don't like that.
What's up with the Asians?
Come on. Yeah. I know what's up with the Asians.
Yeah.
They're
Why
nice
don't they
people.
work on their driving?
And I married one. Well, I agree with that.
I like you go in and out of the racism.
Yeah. But Last Comic Standing, you were a judge.
I was a judge.
And I tell you, I've been trying to have you on since you were on that, and your career took off to you're constantly touring. You're out there. Like, people know it. People know the brand now.
Have you switched now to sarcastic interviewer?
I may have.
Now, Andy, since this last comic standing, I can't even get you in here to talk about it.
No, I mean, but it is true.
I did tour. There was a brief flurry of touring after that, and even my money went up. People were like, maybe he'll draw. But then nobody. It's very hard to draw.
It's hard to draw these days.
I don't understand.
By the way, come see Comedy Bang Bang live. We're doing a tour.
Well, you guys do. You guys do fantastically.
Oh yeah, no, I mean,
yeah,
when you have what I have going on.
You don't need this. You don't even need this. I'm surprised that you yourself are doing your own radio show now. Is it a radio show or is it a podcast?
I don't know. It's one of those. I appreciate that. I wonder myself why I do it.
You don't really need, well, the good thing is that you're not here emotionally at all.
I've checked out.
And you're actually reading during the...
I am.
You're tweeting during the interview. Is this going out live now? It never goes out live now. This is what steams me about what you people have done to my beloved radio format.
Oh, you love morning radio.
I used to love it where you go with constant commercials, commercials every 4 minutes.
What do those commercials sound like, by the way? Do you have an impression of those?
Do you have Have you been injured in an accident? Have you not been injured in an accident, but you'd like to say you were injured in an accident? You could win $1 million.
Win?
Do you have... did you drive drunk?
Slightly
do you
changing
drive?
your voice.
Do you drive drunk?
Why
shouldn't you? But when you do, call me. 1-800 I shouldn't have drive drunk. I shouldn't have drive drunk. And 1-800 I'm still drunk from the now.
By the way, thank you for trotting out your radio commercial. That at least was well prepared.
Yeah, what is up with these? I don't mind TV. It's the commercials that bother me.
Oh boy.
What is it with the spicy meatball? He can't believe I ate the whole thing. Yeah, where is the beef? I want to know, Dukakis.
So give people.
You laughed with such joy there. At the out of touch quality of that bit was so close to how you actually.
I know it's what
it.
I actually enjoy in comedy. Give people a sense, if you haven't already, and I pray that you haven't, of what people should expect if they go see Andy Kindler live.
Here's my thing now. When you see me live, I'm taking comedy not to the next level, but I'm taking comedy to another area of the same level. And what I do
so you're
is
just moving.
I'm just moving
horizontally.
I'm moving the bars. What is it when you move the? I'm moving the flag.
You're extending the perimeter.
I'm extending the perimeter. I'm Canadian football. I'm the Canadian comedy to the regular comedy. So what happens then? My field of joke is longer.
Okay, so you're doing exactly the same thing,
but I make it longer.
Okay,
I spread out, and I'm not even saying I get the same laugh. I get probably less of a laugh spread out over a longer period.
Sure, you amortize it.
Yeah, and this way, a lot of people feel like, what if I laugh and I have a heart condition? Will I have a problem?
Sure,
not when you see me.
Not to worry.
But also, I have just perfected this deconstruction. They're gonna write after I die. If I die soon and in a tragic way, I think I can get some
press.
I asked my PR person, what if I died immediately, like tomorrow, like from some kind, and she said any press is good press. So I deconstruct like a madman.
Yes.
I do the joke. I go into the joke. I ask.
You're like the Penn and Teller of comedians.
Yeah,
where like you show how the bread was made.
The one you mean where the one guy's nice and the other guy is an angry, hideous, angry atheist who went on Celebrity Apprentice? I'm sorry.
I personally don't.
You don't subscribe to that?
No.
Yeah,
I don't
the one guy was happy.
In the least.
The one guy was happy to go to the racist Donald Trump and kiss his ring. That's not what you meant by that?
No. I'm
sorry.
No, I don't. I mean, you can say that. But
I'm not
into
the angry atheism, and it makes me angry.
Really? Because talk about your faith.
I believe that there's something going on. Right? I don't believe and that's why I can't stand Bill Maher. And people, be prepared right now to turn your radios up because it's not like I have anything.
Turn them up?
Up. Turn your pods down and your casts up. Are you ready to turn your pods down, your casts up?
Let's get those cathodes working.
Get those cathodes working because I'm going to annoy you and I won't have a funny point to it either.
Okay, good.
But the point is, people like Bill Maher drive me nuts, and Christopher Hitchens when he was still alive drive me nuts. The whole idea that they think
he's
that
a friend of the show. He's been on the show. So
Christopher Hitchens?
Yeah.
Sorry, I feel bad.
Go ahead.
He's passed away.
Yeah, but before he passed away,
okay.
and since he passed away, actually, his ghost came.
Well, okay, friend of the show. What is that? What if a Hitler had come on? Would he be a friend of the show?
Yes, he would.
Okay,
because he's devoted his time.
Friend of the show, Adolf Hitler. I have to admit, what if you were like a interviewer and you did have on people like that because that was part of your job.
Yeah,
and then you called friend of the show.
Friend of the show, yeah.
Milosevic, friend
That's
of the
like
show.
whoever has interviewed Osama bin Laden, like
Friend of the show.
the nightly news, friend of the show, Osama bin Laden.
I love that so much. No, the point is that look, I know that there are people who believe the Bible literally, but they're basically atheist. The only people who take the Bible literally are atheists and fundamentalists. Those are the only people he's arguing with. Right. Are the whatever percentage of people who actually have even read a Bible? So Bill Maher thinks that anybody who has any kind of spirituality believes the Bible, and that is so ridiculous. I don't exactly know what's going on, but I feel there's a spiritual component to the universe because I've got high a couple of times in college and something good happened to me. Bill Maher got high and he got very hungry and mean. So he thinks that that's what getting high is, and it just drives me nuts. I hate that they think that they're superior or that they're more even scientific because they don't believe in God. As if that they've based that on facts when they don't
right
even
about
know
this not being funny.
What's that? No. Oh, but here's the joke. Have you ever noticed?
Great structure.
An agnostic, an atheist, and a Jew going to a bar.
Have I ever noticed them going into a bar?
Have you ever noticed?
No.
Have you ever noticed how observational comedians ask you if you've noticed things?
That's good.
Stop patronizing me!
Andy, I don't know if there's like a
way to end this?
An old man up in the clouds with a big white beard, but
You're leading right into my bit. You've heard, I said that I hope for atheists' sake that there is a guy, an old man in the white beard.
Sitting in the clouds?
Yeah, so then when he gets up there, he'll say to them, surprised hotshot? Yeah, I am an old man in the clouds. Go right down to hell.
Right down
Which
to
would be listening to Bill Maher laugh at his own jokes forever.
I don't agree
Is he a
with
friend
that.
of the show?
He's a friend of the show.
He is
in
not
the
a
sense
friend.
of I hope to get him on the show at some point.
Do you think people are going to stop booking me on just because they don't want to be around my negativity?
You said you were not going to be making fun of comedians anymore, and then all of a sudden you launch into...
Let me just tell you something.
What I think is, yes.
I may not agree with Bill Maher, but I admire what he's doing.
All right, Andy, you're going to be here all show with us. Is that correct?
I'm not going anywhere. How long is the show, though?
Already. Okay, why don't we go to a song? Mr. Wainwright, can you come up? Come back to the mic.
Okay, I'm back at the mic now. Seated at the mic.
Microphone technology. What will be your first song with us today?
I'm going to play a crazy little thing from Older Than My Old Man Now, my new album. It's called Double Lifetime.
Double Lifetime.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say about it before we hear it, or will it speak for itself?
It's self-explanatory.
Great.
All right.
All right.
Here we go. I want a double.
No
That's it. Oh, let's keep that in. It's a real moment. Here we go.
Let's keep it.
I want a double lifetime. I want to start over. One lifetime's not enough. I need another 65 years on practice run. Practice makes perfect. I'm about half done. I want a double lifetime. Want a double lifetime. I don't want to stuff it. 70 just ain't enough. It feels like I finally got it all figured out. I'm almost free from the shame and the doubt. I want a double lifetime. Yeah, a lot more time. That's what I need. I can make my move. I can do the deed. I know I'm greedy. What do I care for the afterlife? I don't want to go there. I want a double lifetime, man. I deserve it. I want it so bad I even got the nerve it's gonna take to get down on my bended knees. Beg and pray and say, pretty please, give me a double lifetime. All right, Loudon, pick it. Make mine a double. Sitting down, I'll tell you. Oh, yeah, it's cool. I want a double lifetime. I wasted my first one the first time around. That's always the worst one. You don't know what you're doing and you just can't wait. You go ahead and do it and then it's too late. You need a double lifetime. I led a double life in public and private. I want to lead it again. I'm not going to deny it. I'm just like you. It's true, you know. Ask yourselves, are you ready to go? You want a double lifetime. More time, cause you know I never want to keep living forever and ever. I know it sounds funny, the truth be told, but 120 don't seem that old. I want a double lifetime, not gonna get it, but if a miracle happens, you know I'm gonna let it. If I eat enough yogurt, maybe I might, and the second time around I'm gonna get it right. Give me a double lifetime, alright.
Delightful. We will be right back with more Comedy Bang Bang after this. Hey everyone, it's Scott Aukerman. I want you to sit down, sit back, either sit down or back, just sit, whatever you do, just sit, because I want to tell you the tale of LegalZoom. Okay, LegalZoom.com, it makes it easy to make a will or a living trust or really any of that legal stuff that I don't understand. You can do it all over at LegalZoom.com. They make it easy to protect your family. Okay, maybe you're a lone wolf out there, but most of us, we have families, and we need protection for them. Okay, it only takes 20 minutes, and you can see how easy it is before you purchase it. LegalZoom was developed by experienced attorneys, and their documents have been accepted by courts and government agencies in all 50 states. It's not just the continental 48. We're talking Alaska. We're talking Hawaii. All right? You get total peace of mind with LegalZoom's $50,000 guarantee. Plus, you get attorney help when you need it through their personal legal plans. Free revisions, electronic storage, and more. I've used it. I have. That's not a lie. We used it to get Earwolf up off the ground. I love it. LegalZoom.com. You go head over there. Be sure to enter Bang Bang in the referral box at checkout for more savings. Okay, that's even more savings than they already give you. For wills, living trusts, powers of attorney, and other personal legal documents, go to LegalZoom.com. Now, LegalZoom, you know, is not a law firm, and self-help services are at your specific direction, but that is LegalZoom.com, promo code BANG-BANG! Comedy Bang Bang, we are back with Andy Kindler and Loudon Wainwright III.
Ah, you said the name wrong. You want to go back now? Do you go back now, or is everything loosey-goosey with you?
Goosey and loosey.
Right.
As goosey as they can get. We have a very special guest, though. Are you excited, Andy?
You know what? If I wasn't excited, I would still say I was. I'm very excited about it. I don't even know who it is. Could be a friend of the show.
It's friend of the show now. Sure.
Yeah.
She's here. She is an Oscar-winning actress, mother, wife, website entrepreneur, cookbook author, recording artist, and knight. I'm not sure if that's a knight. Okay, but Gwyneth Paltrow is here with us.
It's such an honor for you that I'm on your show.
Hey,
Gwyneth. Are so welcome, Scott. Sir Scott. I assume you're also a knight.
Are you really? You're a knight? I
have been knighted several times. It's hard to not get through a day without someone wanting to come up to me and knight me. So.
Oh, that's interesting. Andy, are you a knight?
I got knighted once in the army, in the stomach. Oh, God, that was based on a knighted joke. I'm very sorry about that. No, I'm not knighted.
Are you a comedian?
Wait, hold on.
I like
because I want to do what you do.
I like Wayne Knight.
I want to deconstruct exactly what you were thinking when you said that. Okay, so you thought knighted sounded like knifed.
Yeah.
And,
sadly.
And so then you said it?
Well, here's the thing. Saying that you were from the Navy or something like that is always a go thing. If you say you did something once in the Navy, that's hilarious.
Okay, that's good.
Are you a comedian?
I can't believe that I'm so nervous because I'm such a huge fan of Maroon 5. And her husband, right, Adam Shankman.
Yeah, I think
it's Chris Martin, and he's Coldplay.
Oh, I love him too.
Very similar styles.
I can get you an autograph from Maroon 5, though. They spend the night all the time. We have slumber parties.
It sounds like I don't know what to do because I'm just so nervous. I mean, it's like being near my.
It's like being
idol.
Near a celebrity.
It's like being in proximity of a celebrity.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just like you. I wake up every morning and I have my servants put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you.
Do you have the same sexual dysfunction problems I have? Oh, I'm sorry.
Probably not. But I am also a comedian. Just like you.
Are you a comedian, Gwyneth?
Well, it's something that I've been dabbling in. And I just recently opened up for the London Symphony Orchestra, and I killed it.
Wow. So they had a comedian open up for them.
It was amazing. If you need a hookup in London, I can get you in the door if you want to open for me.
I would love to. I would like to set a nice table for you and let you knock it home with your you do observational comedy.
Yeah, what
are
your jokes like?
Well, I can just give you a little snippet. So, how are all you common folk doing?
That's what people in England love to be called, common folk.
Rattle your jewelry. That's what John Lennon said when he performed for the Queen.
Sure.
50 years ago.
Why did the organic chicken cross the road? Because it's free range.
That's not bad.
Oh, because the chicken has the ability in a free range situation to actually wander around.
Yeah.
So it's true. That joke is true. It's organic and it's pro chicken.
And it's hilarious. What's the difference between a plebeian and a patrician?
A plebeian and a patrician?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, what is the difference?
A pair of nice sandals.
These are I would call this niche comedy.
But still.
For a certain group of people.
Look, if you notice I'm a little uncomfortable, it's these acupuncture needles that are sticking out of my body.
I didn't want to say anything, but you look sort of like Hellraiser.
Right.
What exactly is happening?
I'm really sorry. I had sort of a conflict in my schedule. I had to kind of book this along with my acupuncture. I need to get my chi aligned, so that's what's happening right now.
Your chia?
My chia pet aligned. Yeah.
Now, what is it now? Now Drew Barrymore. You have like kind of a. What is that accent that you guys have? It's like from the. It sounds like from the valley, or what is it?
It is. My accent is from the upper class.
Oh, that's what that is.
But kind of, it's a relaxed upper class accent.
I've never heard an upper class.
It's a
person
relaxed, just like you accent.
Oh, okay.
How's your website? You have a website too, don't you?
Yeah,
where you
let's talk about your website. What do you do? You tell people what to do or something?
You guys, this website is just what you're looking for.
What is the website, first of all? How do you find it? Do you go to computer.com first?
You go to computer.com.
Okay, good.
What is that a real thing?
Yeah, that's how you go to computer.com. That's how you surf the web. That's your entry point to surf the web.
You go to Goop, it's goop.com.
Oh, Goop is the name of the thing.
That's the name of my website. I run it, and I give you great advice, just like everyday stuff. You know, just like if you're having Mario Batali over for dinner, what do you serve him? You know, if you're recording your
his own food is what I would do.
That's a great idea.
You know what I mean? Like shove it back in his face. Like
you
like this?
Are you tired of it? Because we are like that. No,
Yeah, exactly.
That's actually I'm joking because I enjoy his food. In case
friend of the show. Then.
Yeah, friend of the show.
Maybe you'd like to come over to my place in London for dinner.
Are you really inviting me, or is this one of these show business things?
Absolutely. Would love for you to come over. I'm going to serve some swordfish tartine with some Himalayan salt on the side, and we will get rowdy.
Now, will your husband, Eddie Vedder, be there?
He will not be there because he is not my husband.
Oh, I get it.
Who is your husband? Yeah,
His name is
Coldplay.
Chris Martin Coldplay.
His last name is Coldplay? Name one other person in Coldplay besides your husband.
They are all plebeians.
So he just uses the common folk? Is that what he does?
He uses they're like basically wallpaper to him because he is so brilliant and no one can hold a candle.
Chris Coldplay Martin.
That's his name.
That's his nickname.
How many people are in Maroon 5? I always get confused about that.
There's 7.
And how many people are in Coldplay? Do you know the answer to
There's
this?
5.
Coldplay trivia. What is one of their songs?
Politic with a K.
Is that true?
That is
That is
true.
Is that the name of a
good,
store?
Probably.
Should be.
You sound like you're reading it off of computer.com.
I may have just Wikipedia'd it.
But you know what you said about Maroon 5 is true. It was Maroon 7, but two of the guys never made it off the island.
Oh, boy.
That is hilarious. You are going to kill.
And other references from 1972.
The original lead singer, the skipper.
He never made it.
He never made it. Now,
yes,
but
please
the music
take
is
over.
your music. I'm sorry, your music's fantastic. I just want to say your music's great. The Coldplay music.
The
Thank
Coldplay music is
you.
great, but you're a musician as well.
I'm also a recording artist, and
I saw you on the Country Grammys or something.
I
or
was
country,
on the
what,
Grammys.
What do you call those?
They're the Country Grammys.
The
Oh, okay.
American Music Grammy Country
No, you know
Awards.
what I'm talking about, where all the country people get together and they have their version of...
The Country Music Awards.
Yes, that's what it is.
I
Yes.
think Garrison Keillor, is that what he hosts it?
Yeah, he hosts it every year.
The Prairie Home Country Music Awards.
And Al Pacino comes out. He says, "Hoo-Ahh!"
Hoo-Ahh!
Yeah, I know the show.
They have several of those though. They do have it's CMT, right? Mm-hmm. That's the name of the cable station.
Because you sang a song because of your movie.
I was in the movie Country Strong. You probably remember.
That was
how
a great
I
movie.
killed
That was a great movie. That was a
you.
good movie.
Thank you so much. You are a precious human being.
I totally bought that you were a terrible, terrible country singer. I mean, no, I meant what brilliant country singer. The terrible things happen. It was also a name of a northern bath tissue. It was all. They have a brand called Country Strong.
I heard that. I did such a great job in that movie that Johnny Cash rolled over in his grave.
Wow,
because he wanted to get in a better position to watch the movie.
Hey, send me down a satellite hookup.
Anyway.
But how many did it do? A good box office?
BO. How was the BO? Boffo?
Yeah, we reel it in the BO, and frankly, it's another way I've catapulted my career into genius.
It's another feather in your cap.
It's a feather in my cap. Wink, eye roll, and CeeLo Green and I have been hanging. He recorded. He is genius, but I have to say, I took his single to a whole nother level because I sang it with him at the Grammys.
Okay,
I got so swept up in that I forget I actually like CeeLo Green. I was going to put him down.
Yeah, you're so used to your own
negativity.
Shtick.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Mr. Host.
Oh, I don't remember what I was going to say other than you sang that song "Forget You."
I did, and I killed it.
This was a great story that you told. One of these celebrity stories. I love, and I know you agree with me on this, Scott.
I love celebrity stories. If I can just see behind the curtain of celebrity, that's
especially
exactly
the stories about when they're on the set, like when Tom Cruise goes on and on about the stunts. Well, I heard, and this is when you were talking about how when you learned to play guitar, that it was so hard and it's not easy to learn 3 chords, and that your fingers bled. Is that true?
That is absolutely true, but it was a blessing in disguise because...
It stopped you?
Well, the blood from my fingers is actually very rare. Oh. So I was able to turn that blood into a donation for starving children because it actually translates to the amount of 5 gold cubes.
Well, I heard that the starving children, it doesn't help them food-wise, but they just like it as a trinket.
The gold cubes?
Anything from Gwyneth Paltrow.
They're like knickknacks? Hey.
Why am I laughing?
Where do I put the gold cubes? But
those stories about how hard it was,
Let me tell you, a perfect day for me is someone comes over to my house and just tells me celebrity stories all day.
Oh.
I just sit there and I'm awed and I'm fascinated.
I would love to do that. In fact, I am looking at you and
Thank you.
really need a detox. And I have a great cleanse for you. I brought you a detox.
Oh, what
smoothie.
do I do here?
Here it is. What it is
some of my sound work.
Was the sound effects board down?
Let's get a Foley artist in here.
Well, a morning zoo would have had 40 different ways of dealing with that. Smoothie, by the way, was my nickname in college.
Okay, so what is this cleanse? What do I have to do here with it?
You have to drink these for 8 to 12 weeks.
I have to.
You must.
Okay.
It's required.
It's
under penalty of death.
That is true. You will be put to death in a very horrible fashion.
Okay, good.
8
to 12 weeks, you
8
say?
to 12 weeks.
How do I know after 8 weeks if I'm done or not?
You can tell by your coloring.
Oh, okay.
I know if I'm done.
Well, 8 to 12, it's so non-specific.
What if at 10 weeks I feel like I'm 2 weeks shy? Continue it on?
Whatever works for you, but I usually typically stand it for 8 weeks to a year.
8 weeks to a year?
Yeah, and you feel like $1 million.
So are you on one currently, or have you stopped one?
No, I'm on one currently.
And I have to say, feeling like $1 million for you, you'd be feeling poorly.
That is absolutely true.
You know what I mean?
It's not
You're
that
a very
good.
wealthy woman.
I am extremely wealthy.
She uses $1 million to get $1 million.
Okay.
So drink that.
Hey, you know what's cooler than $1 million? A different $1 million. That's my take on new take on an
Still
old favorite.
didn't save my joke.
Nope.
What is in that cleanse smoothie, you ask?
Oh, I should ask that. What is in this?
What is in there?
What is in this? Why would I drink this?
I'm wearing one now.
It's a very peculiar color, I have to say.
There are pen caps, broccoli florets, wood chips from the Keebler Elves treehouse and chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll, the thing that makes plants green. How do you actually?
That's the color you're aiming for.
How do you extract chlorophyll?
It's a very
carefully.
Wow. Okay. So
I am so excited to go on my summer vacation.
where are you going on your summer vacation? And why? I mean, you say that as if you want us to ask about it.
Well, I'm just so excited. I can't get Neptune off my brain.
Neptune off your brain.
Planet Neptune?
Right. I interplanetary
undersea god?
vacation. No, the planet.
Oh, the planet. Okay.
The 8th planet.
Okay. The 8th and final
is?
planet.
Correct.
Oh, so you're out on
I'm one of
Pluto?
them.
You're
Yeah, I'm one of those guys.
Where'd you get that from?
Pluto denier.
From Bill Maher?
So you're going to Neptune? I don't think that's possible for a human being unless there's some sort of stasis chamber.
That is exactly how we travel in a stasis chamber. I am a certified astronaut.
That's right. I heard about that. How did you get certified?
It's pretty easy. Anyone can do it. You guys should totally do it. You should just get certified and just hop in a shuttle and just jet right up to the moon. It's to die
You say
for.
it's pretty easy, but I think the step that you're leaving out is the part where you pay incredible amounts of money to do the things that you do.
Right, but that's no problem. I'm sure you can both afford it.
No.
I mean,
I'm going to have to do the traditional route, which is go to astronaut trade school and then take a couple of summer camp courses.
I'm going to do it. Jackie Gleason's going to punch me. And then I'm going to just...
You're going to go straight to the moon?
Yeah, get a connection.
Jackie Gleason was a very popular entertainer in the 50s and 60s. Now, did you do
Never heard of it.
Wait, what happened? Did we switch roles for a second?
Yeah, I'm the host now. Did you go weightless? Did you have to go weightless?
Well, I'm pretty thin to begin with, so
true.
it wasn't a challenge for me.
You're sort of, if I may say, and I don't think this is an insult, but I'll just say it.
Sure.
Perilously, dangerously thin.
Thank you very much.
Preternaturally thin.
Yes.
I feel one of the acupuncture needles going straight through my forehead to the back of my head. That's how thin I am.
Yeah.
And they're only an inch long.
It's an inch-long needle, yeah.
Yeah.
They often joke, how many Gwyneth Paltrows can you fit through the head of a needle? Eye of a needle.
Yeah.
Eye of a Needle was Sylvester Stallone's last movie.
Yeah, it was. And then he passed away.
Is there a thing, Eye of the Tiger, Eye of the Needle? Is there anything there?
Is there? You're asking me if there's...
Put that in computer.com under make a joke out of it.
There's an app for that. So, yeah, I was going to say you're a little like Flat Stanley. You're just kind of like a... not only are you thin, from the front...
I'm a cartoon character is what you're saying?
Yeah, you're a little like that.
That's right. I'm going to be on Bob's Burgers, actually.
Really? What part are you going to be playing?
What
Mort.
part do you play again?
Mort?
I'm playing Mort.
Oh, my... What? Is this the way I find out?
Don't
Gwyneth
worry.
Paltrow?
Don't
Actually, it's not a
worry.
bad way to find out something.
If I had to find out, a more lovely way couldn't it be imagined.
Don't worry about it. I just gave the producer a pet giraffe just as a hello, how do you do? And he just said, there's this opening for a role you'd be perfect for.
So what do you think? What is your take on the character?
He becomes a cleansing. I can't think of any other word.
Hold on, everyone be silent for a second. I need an edit point.
Yeah, hold on. Wait. That's good.
There, we got it. We got it. By the way, I like how you're wearing your headphones, Andy. You're wearing it as if you are Al Pacino and Frankie and Johnny, and you have a headband, and you're a fry cook.
Was that the movie where we're supposed to believe that Michelle Pfeiffer was a plain woman?
Was plain, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That was, talk about stretching the
I think
boundaries.
it was Kathy Bates on Broadway, and, how do we make a movie out of this?
Right.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's Charo's playing her. That's my wish. Is that current?
Charo was an entertainer from the 70s who appeared on The Love Boat quite often.
Charo.
Coochie Coochie Coo.
All of a sudden it's Yasmine Bleeth. You cut to the movie,
that's more?
and Yasmine Bleeth is playing.
That's more modern, in your opinion?
It's more modern than my original jokes where I would refer to people from the Stone Age. Were they living in the Stone Age?
I think so.
I feel like I'm having a breakdown now.
Adjust your headphones.
And then eventually you lie me down flat on the ground.
Okay, good night, Andy. Good night.
Come see me at the club.
No, you're not going to be seeing anyone anymore.
I'm going to be performing.
No, you're never going to perform anymore, Andy. Go to sleep.
I
Go
have
to
some
sleep.
voiceover auditions.
No. Go to sleep forever.
Forever?
Yeah.
He's killing me. He's killing me.
You're killing me, Larry. So, Gwyneth,
Ms. Paltrow to you.
Ms. Paltrow, I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Or Sir Paltrow, I guess is how we're
It would
supposed to address
be
you.
Dame.
I don't know that knights are female.
They are now.
Oh.
I broke the rules.
And also, I think you have to be born in England to be a knight as well.
Well, typically that may be the case, but I'm married to Chris Martin Coldplay, so I have a home in London, which gives me the right to become knighted at any given time.
He hasn't even been knighted yet, has he?
Perhaps not. I don't really see him that often.
Oh, really? Oh.
Well, we have
Trouble at home?
Well, see, Apple and Moses are children.
These are your children, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
They take up all. I mean, I'm just like you guys. Like I said, just helicopter the kids to school in the morning.
How far away is the school?
It's just about a block and a half.
Okay, good.
But who could walk that long these days?
Oh, it's
In this economy?
I just pack their lunches, just easy squab sandwiches with Cumberland sauce, and just send them on their way.
Where do you get the squab? Do you have a roof where the pigeons sort of congregate, or?
Yes. Basically, my Indian Sherwani told me that if I meditate, the pigeons will come, and they just show up at my door.
It seems
Step.
like it's kind of a danger for your. Do you always have to wear a hat in case you're, pardon my French, but shat upon?
They know better. The pigeons know better than to do that on.
They don't do that on a night. Okay.
Never.
Okay.
That really wasn't French, though. I just want people are listening.
Yeah, just so we're not giving anyone the wrong idea.
Right.
You cannot learn French from listening to that sentence.
No. You could have the desire to learn.
Sure. But my podcast is not the Rosetta Stone for you in order to figure out French.
Just don't run over to France and start going shat.
Yeah, I don't want to make that claim. I don't want people...
Unless you're referring to a cat. Okay. The other thing that I think I should point out is that she won her Oscar for a movie that nobody enjoyed that movie. That's made it a lot harder to win an Oscar for pretty much a terrible, terrible movie, and you still won an Oscar, which I think is amazing.
That's an amazing achievement.
Tribute.
Yeah, it really is.
I don't think there's a person on this planet who can remember one scene from Shakespeare in Love. That's how forgettable it was.
All right, well, Gwyneth, you're a fascinating person. Can you stick around for a little more of the show?
Of course.
Okay. All right, let's go to another song. Mr. Wainwright, come back.
I'm back. Here
You're
I am.
back. Hello. All right, what?
Back in the hot seat.
Yes, the proverbial hot seat.
Yes.
And the literal hot seat. We keep it very hot.
It's
seat warmers.
It's like my Volvo.
So what will you be playing right now? I notice you have a capo on your second fret.
On, so I'll be singing in a different key than the last
time. Oh boy.
Anyway, this is a song called Man and Dog. Kind of got a folky thing.
Like it.
I'm hammering on. This is called hammering on. It's the first sophisticated thing I learned how to do on the guitar way back in the early 60s. I got it off a Joan Baez record.
So you learned to play from a Joan Baez record?
I learned to hammer on from a Joan Baez record.
You just listened to it and imitated it?
Well, yeah, it's not really hard. But it has a kind of... And I did it for hours and hours, and my parents would scream, "Stop hammering on! Enough already!"
We won't be screaming that. Keep hammering on, please.
When a man has a dog in the city, then a man needs to walk in the park. Take a little stroll by the riverside, smoke a cigarette there in the dark, living in the city. Man living with a dog. And a man has to carry him a plastic bag on his person at all times. When a dog dumps on the sidewalk, walking away is a crime, living in the city. Man walking with a dog. A man likes living in the city, but a man has to find some work. Walking with a dog is a kind of a job, make you feel like a fool and a jerk, living in the city. Man working like a dog. Hammer on there, Loudon. Okay. Dog likes living in the city. In the city there's a lot of other mutts. Checking in front, checking in back, no ifs, no ands, just butts living in the city. Dog checking out a dog. It's a pretty good way to meet a woman. If a woman is walking her dog, you just say, what's her name? How old is she? It's easy like rolling off a log, checking out a woman. Man acting like a dog. But when a man has a fight with a woman, man needs to go for a walk. Walking with a dog is easy. He listens, he don't talk. Talking to a dog. Take it again. It's exactly the same solo. So good I did it twice. Walking with a dog in the winter, in the wind, and the rain, and the snow is a drag. It's hard as hell to keep a cigarette lit and get the shit in the plastic bag. Living in the city. Man, walking with a dog. When a man has a dog in the city, then a man needs to walk in the park. Take a little stroll by the riverside, smoke a cigarette there in the dark, living in the city. Man, walking with a dog. Folk music. Yes!
Loudon Wainwright III will be right back. Hey everyone, I want to remind you that today's show is sponsored by Audible. Head over there to audiblepodcast.com/bangbang and you can get yourself a free audiobook, okay? They have a great selection of over 100,000 of them. I'm on their website right now. I'm checking out the only book you'll ever need. James Earl Jones reads the Bible, the New Testament King James Version. Have you ever wanted to hear the guy who played Darth Vader read the Bible to you for 18 hours and 21 minutes? I mean, that's amazing. You can get that for free right now. That's the one I'm going to pick. So go head over to audiblepodcast.com/bangbang and I'll see you at audiblepodcast.com/bangbang.
Welcome to the Pepsi Next Audio Taste Test. The next best thing to trying it in real life is trying it through your ear holes. Pop, says the Pepsi Next can, as you tilt it back and sip. A whiff of effervescence softly whispers, relax, my dear taste buds, relax. Together we can beat thirst. Instantly the taste registers. A sweetness Lady Justice couldn't have balanced more perfectly. And you ask yourself, is this why artists paint? Is this perfection? When suddenly, from the nether regions of your mind, you hear cries of, is this too good to be true? But, like Mother Nature comforting an orphaned lamb, the writing on the Pepsi Next can reassures you, I may have 60% less sugar than regular Pepsi, but this cola taste is real.
Comedy Bang Bang, we are back here. We have a really interesting show today. We have Loudon Wainwright III, who just did songs here. I think that was fantastic. And Andy Kindler is here, along with Gwyneth Paltrow, which is a big get for my show, I have to say. And it's time to play a little game now. Are you ready for this, Engineer Brett? You all set for this? Time to play a little game. Are you guys competitive sorts?
I'm ready. I always win.
I'm the best.
I play to win.
Okay, this is a little game that we like to call Who Said It?
Is it real game?
Said it. Okay.
Lawsuit.
All right, we're ready to play this. This is pretty self-explanatory. I will say a famous quote, and you tell me who said it. All right, we'll start with you, Gwyneth. Are you?
I'm here.
You're a well-read individual, I would imagine.
Absolutely.
What do you like to read? What's your favorite book?
My own cookbooks.
All right, so famous quote here. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I I took the one less traveled by. Who said it?
Jackie Gleason.
You can't just say someone that I've mentioned earlier in the program. Who do you think it would be? Like, what type of a
self-help author.
All right, Andy, you can steal.
Well, you're close. Gwyneth is close to that because a self-help author, M. Scott Peck, did write the book "The Road Less Traveled,"
sure,
which was based on that saying.
But who said
which
the
I
saying?
would have to guess was someone like Thoreau or.
No, sorry, Robert Frost. Robert Frost.
Oh, I knew it was close to that.
So sorry.
Wow, I was really off on that.
You were off on that. That's okay.
Miles to go before I sleep. Miles to go before I sleep.
Andy, you set for yours?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Is
All
it
right.
me?
Nothing to fear but fear itself.
Teddy Roosevelt. I mean, Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Nope. So sorry.
I mean, wait, hold on a second. This is what I would do if I was on the game show. Whoa. Don't go by that, whatever that was. Ask me again?
Nothing to fear but fear itself.
There's nothing to... No, that was... FDR quoted it. No, Churchill said it.
No,
Winston
I'm so
Churchill.
sorry. So sorry. Oingo Boingo. Pretty famous lyric. They titled their album after it as well. Nothing to fear. But Nothing to fear but fear itself is one of their famous songs. So sorry, you did not get a point.
That's a trick question.
What do you mean?
Well, because other people would have said... People, I think, would side with me. Let's open it up to a vote.
I don't think... What do you mean?
I cry foul.
In what way? What do you...
You cheated.
If you are
I don't
dying
understand.
to have some excellent foul, please, I'm inviting you to my home in London. Jay-Z will be there, and so will be Beyonce.
I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying.
No,
though.
well,
It's
because
really
the
clearly a lyric from Oingo Boingo.
But isn't it also something that FDR said?
I mean, maybe they said something like it. But it's...
Okay, I stand corrected.
Okay,
I
here we go.
said correct.
All right, Gwyneth, I'm going to give you a kind of a softball here so you can get some points on the board. I'll be back.
Wes Anderson.
No, sorry, Andy. Do you want to steal?
Yeah, I'll steal it. Isn't that Arnold Schwarzenegger from The Terminator? And I never saw any of those movies.
No, I'm so sorry. It's Johann Sebastian Bach. It's right there in the actual...
I'll be Bach.
Yeah.
I'll be Bach.
That was just an easy one.
It
Do you
really
outsource
should've
those
got
kind of those jokes? You outsource them? Did you get that from one of Leno's writers?
Yeah, just fact it over to me.
Yeah, I'll be back. Hey, people
$10
take a
joke.
chance on me.
All right, Andy. I get no respect, I tell you. No respect at all. Pretty famous. Who
Yeah,
says
well, I'm going to say Rodney Dangerfield, and you're going to tell me that I'm wrong. So why should I go with the right answer on this crazy show? What is this, backwards a day?
it? Ooh. No, it's an audience member after Aretha Franklin canceled her concert. So sorry.
Because they go, I get no respect now.
Yeah,
I get no respect?
Exactly. All right, Gwyneth. One man in his time plays many parts.
Alex Trebek.
So close. Vinny Chase. Vinny Chase. From
Billy Shakespeare.
From Entourage.
Not Billy Shakespeare?
No, Vinny Chase from Entourage.
You sure it wasn't Johnny Drama?
It might have been drama.
Do you know
He
why
did
I
have a few parts.
Do you know
you're
why I
right.
watched Entourage?
Why is that?
I'm emotionally invested in Turtle.
What's happening with him now? I want the movie to happen. What's going on with the Murphy group?
Have you ever heard me do the learning the vowels Entourage style?
No.
A-E! I owe you! Sometimes, why?
Andy, we have one more here.
Yeah.
Or not
well,
one
why
more. We have a
answer
few
it
more.
when I'm going to be the bad guy?
Glory is fleeting, but obscurity is forever.
Someone describing my career?
I actually don't know who wrote that.
Oh, come on!
Gwyneth, Elvis has left the building. Who said it?
Oh, you don't know who wrote it? That's the joke, right?
That's the joke.
Damn it!
Elvis has left the building.
That was Chris Martin Coldplay.
Chris Coldplay Martin? No, sorry, that was Santa Claus. Sorry, it should have read Elves have left the building. Sorry about
Is
that.
it all going to be wordplay? was Chris Martin in the band Wordplay?
We have one left, Andy. This is a really easy one.
Is it a wordplay?
Really easy, all right?
Yeah.
Here we go. Hee, Shamon, Bubbles, Macaulay, da, give me them elephant bones. Hoo-hoo, the way you making me feel, ho!
Michael Jackson and Ed McMahon on a picnic.
That is correct. You are our winner, and that is, of course, how we play Who Said It?
This is me playing the guitar, by the way.
Said it. All right. That was fun.
Why am I laughing like a maniac now?
You are a maniac.
Yeah, okay.
You're one of my little
It's
maniacs.
endearing. Oh, my.
All right, guys. Well, that comes to just about the end of the show. We just have one last thing to do, and that is a little something that we call PLUGS. Plugs! Wow.
That sounded like my Tibetan monk, Tukla. Was that him?
No, it was actually Garrett Palm and the Tibetan Show Choir doing Meditation on Plugs. Thank you so much, Garrett Palm and the Tibetan Show Choir. If you have an appropriate or even inappropriate plugs theme, please go to earwolf.com, put it under the Comedy Bang Bang message boards under the appropriate thread, and you can be famous for a week. And Garrett, you are famous for this week and this week only. Your career ends on Sunday. So enjoy it while you can. All right, guys, what do we have to plug? Andy, what's happening?
Thankfully, you booked me on the show when I actually have some things going on.
Some dates. You got some
usually
dates.
I say I have some open schedules if anyone has anything for me. But now I will be at the Acme Comedy Club in Minneapolis, like the third week of July or something. Like
Do you know the
18th.
date?
It's the Tuesday through Saturday in July.
Oh, yeah?
Which would be what would that be?
Is it ending on the 28th or the 21st?
It's ending on the 21st. So that would be that.
I was going to say stick around an extra day and you could be on my show in Minneapolis. But
And then so it's the like that. I said that. It's going to be hello. It's actually the 17th through the 21st of the Minneapolis, and then the whole following week at the Just for Laughs Festival.
Sure, in Montreal.
Yeah, where I'm hosting the alternative show 4 nights. You going to be there?
I will not be there. James Adomian will be there.
He's going to be in the show.
Great.
He does an impression of me.
Oh, Ro. I don't know what that. I don't know what that.
I'll
I
give
just
you a
said.
little taste. He goes, "Here's him doing me. I had to stay at the Easton because there were no more rooms at the Weston." What's the matter? You don't like my cardinal directions humor? That's James Adomian doing me. He's brilliant.
Are you doing the what do you call it? The comedy wrap up? What do you call it?
State of the industry.
Yeah,
I give a speech on the Friday, but it's only open to the industry. I'm sorry, people who aren't.
And you slam people. And
I slam everybody.
You insult people, and people are supposed to laugh, but they really get insulted, and they.
Yeah.
What happens here?
Well, like, for example, I will say something like, I'm tired of hearing about the Titanic. If I want to revisit the disaster, I'll watch Leno. And it'll be along those veins.
I don't agree with that, but I
know,
see you exactly where you're going with it.
Yeah, and like sometimes I'll go, and then all of a sudden, and then people will be with me, and then I'll make fun of Parks and Rec, and then people just get up and leave the room sometimes. I go too far.
Yeah.
Too far.
To stuff that people actually think is good.
Yeah, because I run out of things that are bad to talk about, so you just start slamming good things.
That should be what you do this year. Is like from the jump, you're just slamming things, and people are just like
people are so confused. Miss Madmen. Let me get this straight. Breaking Bad.
Hey, what are you so mad about?
Yeah.
Hey, why do you got to break so much?
Why don't you break good?
Good stuff. All right, you're
you
on
think
the road.
So?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
So Montreal and Minneapolis and anything after that?
I may, but it's not for sure, but I may cover the Republican National Convention for
Letterman?
I did it last time. It may happen. So
that would be fantastic. You're always great on the Letterman show.
Oh,
you guys have all your pieces are fantastic. You have a great relationship.
That's a dream
with him.
come true because
you respect him and
he's my
I remember
comedy
when
hero.
you first started doing those pieces. I don't think I'm telling tales out of school. You were nervous that they would go well, and they went so fantastically. And you're a regular on the show, and it's just so great to see.
It's been the greatest experience.
Moving on, Gwyneth Paltrow.
You moved on as if that was
I lost interest.
What's this guy doing?
I lost interest right after you said it's the. Gwyneth, what do you have to plug? You have a lot.
My Walmart tour.
Walmart tour, great. Do you have dates on that?
Yes, I am going to be there for the whole month of August at the one in London because I live there. And then the San Diego one is immediately following this podcast. I'm going right over. My centaur is waiting right downstairs, and he's going to escort me over.
Your centaur?
My centaur.
Rich, this is what rich people have. We
Unbelievable.
Have no idea.
Must be nice. Must be nice.
That's a new catchphrase for you. I want to plug, of course, the Comedy Bang Bang Tour. We mentioned it, kicking off here on the 15th at Comic-Con. Actually, that's sold out. But starting the 29th in Minneapolis, 29th, then going to Chicago, Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, L.A., Boston, New York. First show sold out of New York, so we added another one.
I'm available for some of those dates. I'm surprised that I have not been...
I heard your schedule. It didn't sound like it would really line up.
Is this for people just to
exactly.
run on the TV show, or wouldn't you use some of the people who've also been in your stage show for many years and supported you the first time I saw you at the Belly Room in the Comedy Store?
I appreciate
you have no room for those people in your life?
No. But after New York, we're going to Philly, D.C., and then Vancouver. So please go out and see us. I'm going to be out there with Matt Besser on a few dates, James Adomian for most of the tour. Paul F. Tompkins will be there, Tim Heidecker. We're going to have a really good time. I hope to come out, that you come out and hope that you come out and see us. Oh, also, I want to give a shout-out to Gordon Miller. Miller with an A-R at the end. It might be Millar, I don't know. He donated $200 to Earwolf. Thank you so much, Gordon. If you want to donate, head on over to earwolf.com. Go to my show page and donate through my show. That way, I get a little fucking piece of that, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Gordon, so much. And also, please watch Comedy Bang Bang this Friday at 10 p.m., 9 Central on IFC. This Friday, we have Seth Rogen is my main guest. And he's really great. And we have Bob Odenkirk doing a character that he has been wanting to do for 20 years, he told me, and he finally gets to do it on this show. We also have Casey Wilson is on this episode, Will Arnett, Topher Grace. There's a lot of great people on this episode.
Is there still room on the Friday night's episode? For anything like just to do a couple stand-up bits. Is it in the can?
It might be in the can.
How about for when the DVD comes out?
Maybe we do a separate commentary track where you just do your stand-up bits, and that's how you release your album.
No good.
So please have all that. No, do we have the closing up the plug bag theme? All right, let's close up the old plug bag.
Closing up the plug bag. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Closing up the plug bag. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
All right, plug bag is closed. Guys, thank you so much. This has been a great show. I really appreciate you guys coming on. Gwyneth,
it's really
nice
been an honor for you. Yes, absolutely.
I had a great time. It was such an honor meeting Gwyneth, and you were fantastic, Scott.
Thank you, Gwyneth. You were great. And
Scott, right? Like I don't know your name.
But why don't we go to another song to close it out? What do you say?
Ooh. Let's do this.
Really nice.
Mr. Wainwright, are you ready to do one final song for us?
I am.
Fantastic. Come on back up here. And what will you be playing right now?
This is a song called "The Days That We Die."
The Days That We Die.
Yes.
And this is off the new record?
It's off the new record. The whole new album is about death and decay.
Fantastic.
It's my favorite topic. And this song is called "The Days That We Die." It's also apparently, I'm told by inside sources, going to be in Judd Apatow's new movie.
Oh, great. This is 40, which comes out later this year. Okay.
Christmas time, yeah.
Playing over the credits or just somewhere in the movie?
God, I hope so. I hope
Oscar nomination?
Oh, God, that would be so incredible.
All right, well, you heard it here first. The soon-to-be Oscar-nominated song by Loudon Wainwright III. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll hear one last song from you. Thank you so much.
Great to be here. Great to be anywhere. You'll never change, neither will I. We'll stay the same till the days that we die. I'll never win, neither will you. So what in this world are we gonna do? People hate change, they make a fuss, they stay the same. People like us, folks wanna win when they can choose. More important than that, folks don't wanna lose. When did it start? How did it go wrong? Why in this world can't we get along? Each victory should be good news, but when I have to win, you're the one that I lose. I want to change, I don't know how. We need to change though, I know that now. It's sad but it's true. I have to say that the days that we die aren't that far away. You'll never change, neither will I. We'll stay the same till the days that we die. I'll never win, neither will you. So what in this world are we gonna do?
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Ackerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolf Radio.